We're not pawns on a chessboard. We're people.
Good morning. Good morning.
They don't understand what a government shutdown is. My daughter made a comment the other day, well, Mommy, you can just go to the bank. What parent wants their child to see them struggling and upset and crying because you're worried about not only where the food's coming from, but we're right around the corner from the holidays.
And we'll keep on fighting to the end.
They want to send a list to Santa. And how do you sit there and hear them talking about that and know that this year you may not be able to pull that off? It's heartbreaking.
Breakfast.
It's these simple moments, Mom Maggie Sabatino making breakfast for her 8-year-old daughter Kenzie and 9-year-old son Callan, that lately have become more difficult. All because Sabatino works for the federal government.
We were told if you call in sick, you have to provide medical documentation. When I call out, I tell them the truth. Can't afford childcare.
For the last 13 years, she's worked as a lead TSA agent at the Philadelphia International Airport. Sabatino's also the executive vice president of her local union chapter. But now she and roughly 1.5 million other federal workers are going without a paycheck, struggling to make ends meet. And it's not her first rodeo.
Completely different than the last one we went through, which was considered to be the longest in government history. This one, there is no support from TSA's leadership in Philadelphia.
Her last paycheck was on October 11th and far from what she normally gets.
Full taxes come out of that. By the time it's done, you're receiving $104. That's not a paycheck. That's supposed to carry you over through a shutdown. This is the little bit that is in here. You have some raviolis. This is enough to hold over for maybe another week. The fridge is pretty much empty. All of those bills are due at the beginning of the month. And there's no pay coming in to pay them. They gave us a letter for us to give to our creditors. Most of them don't accept it. They want their money.
She's contemplating applying for SNAP benefits, once called food stamps. But as this government shutdown drags on, now the longest in U.S. history, SNAP is out of money.
This is the first time in history that SNAP benefits were not issued fully to individuals, not even during the first shutdown, during the first Trump administration in 2018 to 2019, where benefits issue half or delayed as they're being done at this moment.
When you went up and applied for emergency SNAP, they also gave a list of pantries as opposed to giving you SNAP benefits.
Sabatino and so many others may now have no choice but to rely on the help of food banks.
You do what you have to when you have kids. They have to eat.
Like millions of others, Sabatino's path to her present uncertainty started on October 1st, when Democrats refused to approve a temporary spending bill unless Republicans agreed to extend expiring Obamacare subsidies so premiums don't rise for millions.
How long do you think this will go, Mr. Speaker?
I hope it's short.
The motion is not agreed to.
The motion upon reconsideration is not agreed to.
The motion is not agreed to.
Democrats are just saying, look, it's time to do a budget, to put it together, but we don't think the budget should cut healthcare access for 15 million Americans and drive up costs for every other American.
SNAP recipients shouldn't go without food. People should be getting paid in this country. And we've tried to do that 13 times. And you voted no 13 times.
My Democratic colleagues are united in the fact that Trump and the administration can do this, not this weekend, tomorrow, today, right away.
The shutdown first forced the closure of some federal facilities, and all government workers stopped getting paychecks. Then, a month later, the USDA said funding for SNAP benefits had run out. 42 million Americans, roughly 1 in 8, rely on the critical federal food assistance program. The Trump administration is pledging to partially pay SNAP benefits for November to comply with a court order. But it's a waiting game with no certainty of when that money will be dispersed.
The recipients of these SNAP benefits need to understand it's going to take some time to receive this money.
In this now record-breaking shutdown, many families are struggling to put food on the table.
The majority of people on SNAP are white Americans. We do know that a lot of red states have a lot of high food insecurity. For example, Florida has one of the largest people on SNAP, followed by Texas. So if you look at it as a whole, regardless of whether it's blue or whether it's red, do have people who are struggling. Unfortunately, majority of people on SNAP are working. It's just that our country doesn't pay them enough.
With no end in sight and still forced to show up to the airport as an essential worker.
Make sure you have gas in your car because they want you to show up to work every day, even though we're going on the second pay period where we haven't received the pay.
Sabatino feels the government has left her behind. She now keeps this letter explaining she's working without pay on the dashboard of her car.
My inspection stickers are expired. They expired in October. I've already been stopped once by PPA, Philadelphia Parking Authority, letting me know that the next time they see my car, that they're gonna have to ticket me and I can take my letter to court with me. Yeah, so that's another thing on top of that.
Adding to her worries, she can no longer pay for health insurance, and her son takes medication to treat his autism.
He's got about 14 pills left. When his medication runs out, I'm not even sure how much it costs without a prescription plan.